My name is Mikko Hypponen. I am the Chief Research Officer for F-Secure, and I hunt hackers for a living. I just got from the Keynote stage here at InfoSecurity Europe after I delivered my talk about profiling the connected cybercriminal. So I've spent now 25 years trying to understand who we're fighting. And I think that's the most important thing we could do when we're researching computer security problems. Like trying to understand where the attacks come from, who are behind them, and why exactly they're doing them. Only after we understand that, we can start building defenses against these attacks. One of the most burning problems hitting customers around the world are ransom trojans. Ransom trojans, the kind of trojans which will hit your systems, will encrypt your data, and then they will demand a ransom from the victims to get their files back. And this problem has become huge over the last 5 years. We're right now tracking over 100 different ransom trojan gangs which are creating ransom trojans to steal money from people all over the world. And we clearly have to come up with better solutions for this particular problem because it's otherwise only going to grow. There's been a massive shift in how governments use offensive cyber attacks to get what they want. We see attacks coming from militaries, from intelligence agencies, even from the law enforcement. And this is quite remarkable because we are really entering this new era. It's sort of like that we just got out of the previous arms race, the nuclear arms race and the Cold War, and we're going headlong into the next arms race, the cyber arms race, if you will. And this is quite different from anything we've seen before because cyber arms are sort of like the perfect arms. They are effective, they are affordable, and they are deniable. And that is a great combination for militaries, and that's why we see so much action from various governments and their use of offensive cyber attacks. I was almost surprised when I was speaking with a company recently, a large company, an enterprise, about the risk of them getting hit by a ransom trojan. And they told me, just straight off told me that they're actually ready for it, meaning that they have Bitcoin wallets with Bitcoins in them ready to pay the ransom. So they were completely ready to just pay the ransom to carry on with their business. And I can totally understand why they would do that, but I would never recommend it. Of course, I hate the idea of victims paying money to these ransom gangs because that's only going to make the problem worse. But it's a good example on how serious companies are about this and how ready they are to do things like these just to carry on their operations without interruptions. The biggest changes are right now happening in the world of connected devices and in the world of Internet of Things and industrial control systems. Because basically everything around us is being run by computers and software. The lights are on in this building because of computers and software. The food we eat is coming out of food processing plants running on computers and software. And we computer security people, we used to think that our job is to secure computers. That's what we used to think. Well, that's not our job. Because everything is now running on computers and software. Our job as computer security people is to secure the society. Because the whole society runs on computers. And that's a pretty big task. But I suppose there's no one else to do it.